Hello and welcome back. Today we'll be discussing some of the properties that absolute values exhibit. Okay, so this is going to be the first portion and we're going to do the second portion in the next video. Now the first property is actually quite simple, because it just says that if you have absolute value of a negative number and you have the absolute value of a positive number, they're both going to have the same value. For example, we have if we say that a is equal to 5, right? So negative 5, which is going to be on our left side, the answer is going to be 5. And if you have on the right side the absolute value of 5, the answer still is 5. So you get equal answers on both sides. So this is actually the first so this is actually the first property, and we have an example over here. So for example, we're trying to find, as I just said, the absolute value of, let's say we have negative 5 and 5. Over here a is equal to 5, right? The answer is going to be same. Similarly, if you want to find the absolute value of negative 5.5 and 5.5, a is going to be 5.5 over here, then the answer still is going to be on both sides. The numeric value is going to be 5.5. Similarly, if we have a fraction like negative 99 by 23 and 99 by 23, a is going to be 99 by 23, whatever that actually in decimals is equivalent to. But the answer in exact terms is going to be 99 by 23. And this is the first property. Now on to the second property. Now this is something that doesn't just come out quite obviously. But if you have, let's say, the absolute value of AB being like inside of the absolute value, it is going to be equal to the absolute value of A individually multiplied by B, the absolute value of B individually. Now let's actually see an example of that. Now let's say we're trying to find out first of all, let's try to solve the left hand side, right? So negative 5 by 10, what does that actually mean? Negative 5 by 10, when you actually compute it, comes out to be negative 50, right? So negative 50 is going to, after going through the absolute value, is going to turn out to be equal to 50, right? So on the right side, let's actually try to find out what is going to be the answer on the right hand side, right? So if you have negative 5 and the absolute value of negative 5 is going to be equal to what? It is going to be equal to 5, and the absolute value of 10 is just going to be equal to 10, right? So when you multiply 5 by 10, you get what? You get 50, right? So this is how you can prove that the second property is true, and then you can actually use it. You can use it on whatever you want, because now we have just proved it, right? So I really hope you learned something.